Alright, I'm going to run through a couple of my favorite overdrive boxes here, a little bit of a demo. They're both made by Xotic. I've got the Timmons BB Preamp on the right, and then I've got the Xotic AC Plus on the left. I'm running through a Fender Twin. It's a mid-70s. It was supposedly belonged to Joe Walsh. It's been rebuilt to blackface specs. I've got the EQ set at treble, mid, and bass 7s all the way across. I'm plugged into the reverb channel. I've got the bright switch off, and I've got an Ibanez delay echo for a little bit of repeats. That's the bridge pickup. It's a Jimmy Vaughn signature model. I've got Klein S7 pickups in it. I got the tone knob set at about 7 on the bridge. Then on the neck pickup, I've got it tone wide open. Middle position is wide open. It's not wired to any tone pot. Anyways, I'll look at the BB preamp first. This is the Timmons signature model BB preamp. It's got sort of a Marshall kind of vibe to it. I usually run it fairly low. I run the treble and bass about 10 and 2 o'clock because I'm playing a Strat, so it kind of thickens it up a little bit. I usually run the gain around 9 o'clock, and it sounds like this. Got a lot of clarity to it. Again, that was the bridge pickup. Going up to the neck. It's a very clear sounding. I can do rhythms using the neck pickup, and it doesn't get too muddy. Then again, I can go to the bridge, and it still sounds nice. And again, that's just the gain at 9 o'clock. It's got plenty of gain in it. If I go up to 12 o'clock, take it up to 3 o'clock. And then wide open. It's got an active EQ, so you can cut or add treble. I'll put the treble straight up. Roll back the bass. I do everything to noon. It's kind of got a tube screamer feel. again, I like to keep it around 10 and 2. And again, I have it just around 3 o'clock, so I get just if I dig in, I get a nice, but if I back off, it's very touch responsive. I use that in a loop box going into a clean amp, and after it I usually run an Xotic AC booster, which has got a kind of a warmer sound to it, and normally I'll use the BB preamp by itself for rhythms, but when I want a kind of a bigger, thicker rhythm, I'll put an AC booster with it. The A channel of the AC Plus is based on an AC booster, so it'll give you an idea of what the two sound like together. Kind of a brown sound kind of thing going. That's pretty much how I use that pedal. Now getting over to the AC Plus. The AC Plus is like an AC booster and an RC booster together. The A side, again, like I said, is like the AC booster, the yellow pedal. Only instead of having a treble and bass, it just has one tone knob. By itself, it's got kind of a warmer vibe than the BB. I've got it set around between 10 and 11 o'clock right now. That's the bridge pickup. With the neck, it's a little darker than the BB again. It's also got a mid boost, and that gets it, makes it a little bit louder, a little bit brighter. I usually run it and then you get into the B side. The B side is similar to an RC booster, but it's got a 3-band EQ. That's what it sounds like by itself. The gain around about 2 o'clock or so. I have the bass. Rolled back because it's a very. If you get the bass too high on that side, it can be really almost too much. I usually run the bass back to keep it clear. Run the mids about halfway, and the treble about 11 o'clock. It's also got a hard and soft switch. Kind of governs how compressed it is. Right now I've got it on the hard. If you're taking the soft, the volume tends to jump slightly. You get a softer sound. The attack's not as hard and clear. Also, the gain knob tends to be more responsive in the soft mode, but I usually run it with the hard compression on, because it just louder volumes, it's clearer sounding and you get more definition. The main way I use the AC Plus, I either use it if I've got a gig where I need just a minimal amount of pedals. I'll use it for both my rhythm and my lead. I'll run the A side about like it is right now as a rhythm sound. And then when I go to a lead, I'll add the B in with it. And when you run them both together, it gets a very thick lead sound. The other cool thing about this pedal is you can run either A into B or B into A. And again, whichever comes second, you'll hear more of. I usually run A into B. So I'm running basically the AC booster into what's like the RC. And it sounds like this. This is the AC by itself. When I add the B channel in, now if I were to run B into A, it would end up sounding like this. But I usually run it the other way, like this. And again, I would bring the B in for leads and out for rhythms. The B rather would be for lead. I take it out to do the rhythm with just the AC side. But the primary way I use it with my main rig, I have a separate lead loop, and what I'll have in that loop is I'll have a BK Butler 2 driver in front, and I'll have a Dan Echo after it, and I run it kind of I don't switch, I just leave it as is. I kind of run the gain back on the AC side, and I get a very and then when I put the BK Butler in front of it, you get more of what it sounded like with the gain up. But you know, the BK Butler has its own kind of vibe going to it. So it sounds a little different than I had it the other way, but still sounds really nice. Anyways, those are both by Xotic pedals. That's the Timmons Signature BB Preamp and the Xotic AC Plus.